Hi, I'm Melissa from SoGoSurvey, and I'm here to talk to you today about customer experience and the concept of delight. Now, most people agree that delight is a good thing. However, we'll see a lot of disagreement on how to create delight, especially through customer experience. You see on the left hand the statistic 89% of customer service managers believe they exceed customers' expectations, but 84% of customers didn't agree with the same statement. So obviously there's a little bit of a disconnect, and we can see if it's your job especially to create good and delightful customer experiences, you might start to believe that hype, and that's a very dangerous place to be. Statistics here, pretty powerful, but belief is a little bit harder to quantify. So we're looking at things like scores, like customer satisfaction score, for example. However, when you're looking at a one-off score as well, with an individual interaction, for example, that doesn't necessarily indicate that your customers are delighted with your experience that you're providing overall. So overall satisfaction can't be judged just by one data point, and that certainly doesn't mean that you're guaranteed loyalty of those customers. So for example, you call a organization and you speak to a really great representative, and you would have given that person a 5 out of 5 on that same customer satisfaction scale. However, there could have been a lot more that went into that overall experience, and that customer is going to have a very different experience with the entire organization, with the entire company, if there are a lot of other negative things, lots of challenges, waiting on hold, trying to figure out which button to press in the automated system. So even though that person can be providing a really great, delightful even experience, it's the overall situation as a whole that's required to be aligned, to provide that overall delight. So you're not gaining any loyalty, even though that one person is providing really great customer service. That can be a big challenge for your customer to see the picture holistically, when it's really the picture that is being built is not an attractive one. So competitors who can do better are going to win, no question. So if you cannot just base guarantees of loyalty on customer satisfaction, how can you figure it out? It's not just enough to say, oh, this coffee was really good or that phone call was really good. How can you be guaranteed that your customers are going to stick around after those one-off experiences? So measuring the big picture is a really, really key idea here that I want to emphasize today. So if you are looking to delight your customers, there are a lot of different questions to be asking, and all at the right time. So just because somebody was really satisfied with a phone call doesn't mean they're going to be your customer next year. Just because you did some, really great service and some really nice latte art, for example, on their coffee, it doesn't mean that they're going to be coming to you again next time if something else negative happened, if it turned out to be too expensive, or they went to the bathroom and it was dirty. Those kinds of very specific situations about the service you're providing, you really need to be able to take a holistic approach. So we're talking about 3 different metrics here. Net Promoter Score is the measure of loyalty that we're going to be looking at. Customer Effort Score, how difficult was it to finally talk to that exact right representative, and Customer Satisfaction Score. And asking each of these specific questions at the right moment can help you develop the bigger picture. And that's what SoGoSurvey CX is all about, the delightful customer experience. So looking at that complete journey, all of the touch points, if you think about your customer's experience as a full journey, the time even maybe that before they met you, maybe they heard about you, they saw some publicity, or they read your website, collecting feedback on that, collecting feedback on their sign-up experience, if they had a trial or a demo or some other interactions with various members of your team, or even with your products as well. So being able to measure their impressions all along the way, even before they become a customer, throughout their experience. And unfortunately, if they leave you as well, it can be very valuable to gather some kind of exit data, as you would perhaps with an employee, or anyone else who's no longer with your organization or no longer patronizing your products or services. You can gain a lot of valuable information at any of those touch points along the way. Having those conversations consistently, make sure that your customers know that you're listening to them throughout. It's not just when they're prospects, when they're shiny and new, you care about them the whole way through the journey. And that's a really important impression to create in the pursuit of delight. So if you're looking for elevating your CX game, we said here, join us for a demo of the SoGoSurvey CX platform. If you're really interested in starting to study the full picture of customer service management, looking at Net Promoter Score, looking at Customer Effort Score, looking at customer satisfaction score, knowing that it's not just one moment in time that can create delight. That's a great start. However, we really need to improve upon the whole experience in order to provide that kind of delightful quality customer experience to your own customers. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again soon. In the meantime, you can connect with us on social media at SoGoSurvey or our website, www.sogosurvey.com. See you next time.